Well, happy Saturday and welcome to your KLBK Sports Connection. Texas Tech baseball looking to avoid the sweep in Florida, facing UCF Knights in Game 3 today. They dropped the first two games. However, Mac Hewer on the mound for this game, and he does Tech a huge favor right here. Bases loaded in the second. He gets them out of the pickle. It's pretty good for the freshman carrying on the mound this year. Tech trailing 1-0. Drew Woodcock's up to bat in the fourth. Nobody on bag, unfortunately, because he sends that one out of the park. It'll be a homer for Woodcocks. And Gavin Cash with a hot stick in the batter's box as well. He sees the 390 way out there, sends it past the fence, decides that, you know, he'll homer too as well. Tech takes the lead. Then a little bit later, Landon Stripling flies out, but it'll be deep enough for another run. Texas Tech holds on to this lead through the bottom of the ninth, and they win Game 3, avoiding that sweep 3-2. And back here in Lubbock, the Red Raider softball team also trying to win at least one of these games with UCF. In the second inning, Reagan Jennings knocks one down the middle. Two runners get home. Texas Tech is looking pretty good here. Two runs up, and Kaylee Wyckoff wants a piece of the action. She hits a bomb out of the park. Red Raiders sitting pretty up 5-0 at this point. Looking like they could just win this one with ease, right? Check this out, though. In the fourth, Ariana Villa up to bat. And Riley Love on first, sliding into second, and the call was that she illegally slid there. It ends up kind of flustering everyone a little bit, and Craig Snyder is mostly unhappy about this one, just not really in agreement with that call whatsoever. And not only are both batters out at that point, but so is Craig Snyder. He'll be thrown out of the game. But, however, Maddie Wright wraps this one up and takes care of business in the circle, and Texas Tech wins this one 5-4, also avoiding the sweep.
Game is going to be a grind no matter what you do. It is going to be a fight. It's going to be a battle, and I loved our fight today. Our backs were against the wall. Some bad things that happened to us the last two games, but you know what? They came back today and responded. I'm very proud of that. It's going to be hard. This conference is the best conference in the nation. Fight. That's all you have to do. And so guess what? We got another great opponent coming up on Wednesday, and then we go to Baylor on Saturday, or Friday. So guess what? It's time for another fight.
Texas Tech football wrapped up their first spring scrimmage yesterday. Of course, an inter-squad scrimmage. One position group that all eyes have been on leading up to the next season is the offensive line, now under the head coaching of Clay McGuire. However, head coach Joey McGuire said that veterans on the O-line like Vinny Scurry, who started at left guard, and even Caleb Rogers, who is a center sometimes this spring, handled all of the pressure yesterday in the scrimmage pretty well.
A great competition, and we're going to have some really strong offensive linemen, but we're also being able to create some depth with the guys that we're playing, you know, having in the ones and the twos. And, man, I've been proud of the young guys like Jacob Ponton. Man, the kid's doing some great things, you know. I mean, of course, you don't want to play any freshmen, and we don't expect to, but, I mean, he's going to be really good. And, you know, and then you got Ellis Davis coming in May, and so we're getting a lot bigger and a lot longer in the offensive line.
The LCU Shabs baseball team in Game 4 with Texas A&M International after winning games 1 and 2, and a much better day at bat for LCU. Been several lead changes in this game, but comes down to this. And top of the 6th, and Dust Devils are closing in on LCU, taking away that lead. And in the 7th, they tied up with those two runs right there at 11. However, a call to the bullpen, LCU pitcher Logan Ellis on the mound gets them out of the 7th inning with a couple of strikeouts. LCU looking to get back on top, though, and they do it with this RBI from Jared Gibson to get on top. And then in the top of the 8th, Sun Devils put up 6 runs, really making it a tough one to close out for LCU. They tied at 17. However, bottom of the 9th, the bases loaded, and Brevin McCool walks it off for LCU, and they end up winning this one. 18-17 is a huge score for some baseball players. Lots of runs, lots of hits, but at least LCU won.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like I'm cheering for them today, too.
There we go. Well, you see, there was a reason why I messed up, because there's so much things going on.
There's too much.
Right, with Texas Tech and LCU. But thank you so much, Faith. More when we come back.